Hello, welcome back to my studio, which is actually my dining room table for now. Uh, what am I going to do today? I'm going to give other people a minute to get here. If anybody's going to show up. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and get started. They can watch the replay, whatever. Not my problem. There, that's pretty good. So I got this. So I just got this book, that I've been painting in, and these are just exercises, really. But I could see how this could evolve, or either one of these could evolve into a larger painting. And I've also got some other things I'm going to work on. But right now on this, I'm just going to do some mark making. I think actually I'm going to do some collage. See, I always change my mind. I change my mind a lot. So I just got pages of put down some glue. I might as well just go ahead and cover this whole thing. Cover the whole page. So you can collage them, and if you take an old book, that you don't care about, obviously, and you do this, you can do almost anything. You can use inks and any materials you want, really. You can collage in there and stamp and stencils, just anything you want. So to get started, I'm just kind of putting some random pieces down. See, and this is kind of neat because this edge came off of that edge, so it replicates it. You know what I'm saying? That because anytime you draw a shape or paint a shape or create a shape with collage or whatever, you're creating lines as well, because every edge is a line. Every edge is a line. So there's this line here and there's this line here, and they're fairly much the same. Because I've tore this off of there, so. Which I'm the guy that's always saying, introduce some variety. But here it's symmetrical. That's okay. Repetition strengthens and confirms. At least that's what I'm told. Of course, repetition can kill you, I guess. It's like whenever there's some art show that's saying something like, well, I can't promise you any sales, but you'll get some exposure. My response to that is, every year, thousands of people die from exposure. Yeah, exposure. That's what I say. I want to get some higher contrast going. Just find some pages that have grays, and It's hard to find light grays sometimes, you know, for tonal values. But you can if you look around. Boom. See, and again, this line that's created, that came off of there somewhere. Well, I thought it did. I don't know. Well, I know it did somewhere there. Anyway, maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. But, you know, it's just something to think about, I guess, sometimes. And normally I'd rotate my canvas or whatever around. It's hard to do. I can't really go this way because, well, I guess I can, but then you can't see that. So that's not going to work. Okay, I'll just leave it like this. Ooh, I like that. I don't know why. I just like it. I think it'll go right up here. My glue is getting dry. No, it's not. I was hitting the plastic cover. Boom. Yeah. God, it's trying to be a face, isn't it? I'm not gonna let it. I don't think I'm gonna not this early anyway. All right, find some midtones to get in here. That's, I don't know. I cut that out for something else, I guess, but there it is. You know, I've already got one of those. So why not have two? Go right up there like that. Oh, I got a mess over there. I actually tried to clean this up a little bit. I didn't get very far. I think this is a 2-hour job or something. You know, whenever I go to clean up one area, it's like, okay, so where do I put this stuff? You know, I got so much junk. So I might start introducing some color now. A little bit of color, get some color in here. You know, because there's really not much. There's just, I mean, well, there's the background there. Just some shapes. Ooh. Bring that blue over here, maybe. Well, I still got some. So you're still obsessed with collage, Christine? That's cool. I'm ready for something different, but I'm not initiating it yet. I got to get I've been working on my taxes. That's what you know. Even while I'm sitting here right now, I'm thinking about that. It's like I won't stop thinking about it until it's done. So maybe I'll get them finished tonight, and then I won't have to. Then I won't be thinking about it because it'll be done. But until I get it done, I'm like, you know, trying to remember everything. You know, where where everything's located and all that crap. Well, I like that there. Can y'all even see that? I don't think you can. There. I should try some of I should try collaging the way you do, Christine. You know, I've never done that really. I mean, maybe a little bit. I want this color in here. I could go right there in the freaking middle, huh? Boom. Maybe not straight up. Maybe like that. Boom. Pardon me. Okay. Might as well work on this page. Let that thing dry. Now, this page, at this point, I think it's probably ready for some paint. But I mean, after it dries. Whoops, get out of there. You don't belong there. Just slop it on. I don't know if anybody else does it this way or not. Might be wasteful. That's how I do it most of the time. Just slop it all on here. Then wherever I stick the paper, it should stick. Hopefully. So, boom. Okay. So right off the bat, some contrast. Now this edge is identical to that. I could, you know, I'm the one that's always preaching the variety, so I think I'm going to change that edge up a little bit so that it isn't identical, but it's similar. You know, that way it's related. I mean, identical twins are interesting, but when they have some differences, maybe that's more interesting. I don't know. See, so this is no longer identical, but one edge is identical, but then I altered the others. That could be a cat, a silhouette of a cat. Probably won't be. Standing in a doorway that somebody cut out just for their cat. It's like, well, that's what my cat's shaped up. It's like, why did you cut the doorway like that? That's the shape of my cat. Yeah, you must be a freaking artist or something. Okay, you can't even see that, can you? Oh well, what can I do about that? I don't know. You've been known to dumpster dive for magazines. Hey, that's smart. I hadn't thought of that. Thank you. I haven't dumpster dived since I was a kid. We were looking for Coke bottles, and back then, you know, Coke bottles were returnable, but some people would just throw them away anyway. I don't know if they didn't know or what. Sometimes we'd find $1 worth, you know, which, you know, in the 1960s, $1 would buy a lot of candy. You know, a big old bag of candy. They were a nickel a piece, but like I said, sometimes we'd find 20 of them. Of course, we had to split the dollar between us. All in a day's work. There was a vending machine at the apartments on the other side of the lake that was behind our house. Hawaiian Punch. For some reason, my mom wouldn't. I don't know why she didn't buy that. It's like maybe it was expensive or something. Because she bought us, the cheap sodas. Cragmont. Cragmont soda. I think that was Safeway's brand or something. I don't know. But they were like, I think they were 15 cents in the machine, maybe something like that. So if we found 3 Coke bottles, we could get a soda. Anyway, it's not the only dumpster dive we're gonna do. But I mean, I found furniture and stuff, on the side of the road. People were throwing away, and picked that up. Of course, I'm not the only one that does that. Lots of people do that. I don't know why they don't. If you got something to give away, I don't know why you don't just like put it on free cycle or something. Where does this go? It goes right there. Put some. I don't have any white in here hardly. Yeah, why not? It kind of makes a tangent there, and then I don't care. It'll be all right in the long run. And if you got 2 of them, you might as well have 3. That old notion that an odd number of shape, of similar shapes is better than an even number. I'm not sure why. I don't know where that came from. I haven't really taken any design courses, but I've taken a lot of workshops and stuff. That was something watercolor. It was an ongoing watercolor class that met every week. I forget if it was Monday or Tuesday. I think it was Tuesdays. And it was an all-day class, for like $40. And I went for over a year, I guess, when I was about like 20 years ago. Started to say when I was first learning to paint. I guess that's what it was, really. I mean, I'd been painting my whole life, but I'd never taken any instruction. So I said, well, I'm going to take some instruction. I might get pretty good at this. I don't know, instead of just buying a book and trying to figure it out on my own. So there was a lady that taught, regular, like I said, a weekly class. I imagine she still does. Well, maybe not during COVID. I don't know. Boom. So now I'm starting to layer this stuff. Boom. Well, I mean, there's a lot of stuff on there. A lot of information, if you will, visual information. And there's this side. I mean, at this point, I like the construction of this better. I think I'm into angular shapes right now. So I could introduce some more in this. A few more. Maybe. I kind of like that. I probably should be careful not to get too much glue on the side of these like I am, because then they'll stick to the pages below it. This piece wants to be in there. Okay, you can be in there. You can be right there. There. Okay. And that piece too, yeah. See, I got glue on the sides. Oh, well, whatever. If it sticks, it sticks. So let's see if I can. That looks better, I think. Probably get something out of that eventually. So what else do you got to say there? You used to love Shasta. Shasta, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, we had Shasta too. Shasta was better than Cragmont. I think it was. Anyway, I was just a kid. But yeah, my mom drank. For her and dad, she'd buy. That's how they were. I don't know. I don't know if other parents were like that or not. That's the way our parents were. Like they'd be having steak and we'd be having hot dogs. That was fine with me. I didn't particularly like steak, so it really wasn't. It wasn't that they were mistreating us. It was just that me and my sister didn't, really like steak. So, of course, my sister didn't like hot dogs either. I loved hot dogs, so that wasn't a problem for me. But so they'd buy, Coca-Cola and Dr. Pepper and stuff. But we got the grocery store brand of everything. My mom was very frugal, which is good, I think. We probably wouldn't have lived so well if we lived in a nice neighborhood and everything. One income, not two. That's how most of the people were back then. Family of four from one income, or five, or whatever. I don't know how we did it. I think wages were higher or something. I don't know. See, I want to go on and flip this over, but I can't do that. You might, if you're doing this, you might get away with like putting a piece of plastic wrap down and then doing it, but it might not work. I don't know. The plastic wrap might stick to the glue. I don't know. So I can't really go like that. So I have to set this aside. And I have this. Yeah, exactly, John. That's it. And I didn't, I didn't dream this up. I mean, it's a monkey see, monkey do. I saw somebody else doing it. I was like, hey, that looks like a good idea. So I've got hundreds and hundreds of books. I kind of went crazy a few years, like 10, 12 years ago. And I was just, I don't know, I was like, I was going to half price books. It was like a new addiction or something. I mean, which was better than a lot of the addictions I don't like that word. Let's say habits. A lot of the habits I had in the past were pretty destructive. I don't know if book buying is destructive or not. I guess when you're thinking, gee, I wish I had that money now. Because even at half price books, first of all, it's like not every book they sell is half price. You know, there's some books they have that they're very proud of, and I bought a few of those. Not too many. I guess they call them collectibles or something. I don't know, but I mean, I bought hundreds of books, so I have no idea how much I spent. Hundreds of dollars, I guess. I look forward to getting back into half price books. It's a great read. Ours, I mean, I live in a big city, and so ours, is huge, and the one in Dallas, or I guess there's probably more than one in Dallas, but the one close to my house is actually, I think it's the biggest one in the Dallas area. I'm pretty sure. Again, with the replication of the linear element there, but the hell was I saying? I don't know. Oh, it's a great resource. Ours is a great resource, or it was in the past, for I'm sure it still is, for art books. Books that cost $30 new if you bought them like on Amazon or something new, or wherever, Barnes and Noble, whatever. But they'll only be like, sometimes they'll be $2 or $3, or $5 in half price books. So that's why I just, it's like, because I didn't know what I wanted to learn. I just wanted to learn everything I could. So I bought hundreds and hundreds of art books. And then when I realized I was, going in an abstract direction, I started looking for books on abstract painting, but there weren't that many. I mean, I didn't find that many at the time. But if I found one, I'd just buy it. Ooh, a little red. Put a little red in there. Yeah. If I found one, I'd just buy it. So I honest to God, I needed more bookshelves, for my books. And I was looking around. I was like, everything was $100 or more, for a large bookshelf. It's like, man, I don't want to spend that much. So I thought, well, I'll build my own. I didn't save that much money, but it was a good experience to have. And some people think I did a good job, but if you look closely, I did not. My carpentry skills suck. It's like I didn't realize. It's like, if you haven't done much woodworking, and at that point I really hadn't. A lot of novices or whatever, most people assume that if you buy I mean, they know that 2x4s aren't perfectly straight, hopefully they know that, but what they don't know is neither is any other lumber that you buy from a big box store or even from a lumberyard. You're supposed to, have tools to make it perfectly straight, planers and stuff. I'm going to put that right in there. It's big, but that's all right. Well, I don't have any. I don't have a planer or a joiner or anything like that. So, when you build a table or something, without those kind of tools, it's going to be a little wobbly or whatever. It's not going to be. It's not going to be fine cabinetry or whatever. Boom. All right. Do I want that down there? Maybe I do. It's covering up quite a bit, but I don't care. I just feel like putting it there. Yeah, so I built a bookshelf. I've had a lot of people say it looks good, but I don't think it does. There's gaps, it's like there's not supposed to be a gap there. That's because the wood you buy isn't perfectly straight and stuff, so but it holds the books, so I don't want any more. Ooh, this side's kind of neat. Okay. So these are mid-tones, and very, very, very subtle differences there. I mean, well, maybe not that subtle, but not. Well, I could put this up here, somewhere up here, not right in the center. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. Offset. Okay. I don't know. I feel like this painting's trying to do something. Oh, collage, I suppose. Might be kind of hard to see. It kind of looks like there's a head behind there, huh? See their ear or something. I don't know what I'm talking about. That's how it looks to me. I don't know. I'm gonna let that dry and see what I think. I may call that a finished piece. I don't know. I mean, what the heck, right? What do I know? I don't know nothing. The older I get, the less I know. But at least I know I don't know. That's kind of important. Okay. Well, I don't see. This is what. Don't do this. Don't. There's a whole lot of stuff I do that is like that's what you don't want to do. Don't do this. Don't let that happen to you. Don't let this happen to you. So now I got this mess, and I guess I'll just throw this away and get a new piece of plastic. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Same time, same channel. Good to see you. Thanks for showing up. And go paint something. Well, I know y'all have been painting quite a bit, actually. That's good. Talk to you later. Bye.